Hello, today we are going to be doing a bar-inspired workout for our upper body. You're going to need some weights and make sure that they are the lightest weights that you own because we're going to be doing a lot of little pulses and burnouts and it's going to get difficult. So let's go ahead and come up to standing. You can drop your weights for now. We're just going to bring our arms out nice and wide and take some nice arm circles forward just to warm up those arms and arm circles backwards. A little bigger arm circles backwards, reaching them out nice and big, a few big ones forward. And then let's go ahead and grab our weights. We're going to come up to standing. Feet are going to be hip width distance wide, gentle micro bend in the knees. We're going to start with our palms facing forward and pull up and down. Just a nice, simple bicep curl, lift and lower. Reach it up and down. Starting out nice and gently, working into those arms. And then we're going to go ahead and in 3, we're going to do some pulses. So let's go. 1, we're going to hold it halfway and just tiny little pulses. Lift up and down. Little squeeze. Feel those biceps start to burn. For 3, last 2, and then we're going to go out to the side and in. Full bicep curls. Bring those weights all the way up to the shoulders and down. Lift up and lower. You got this. Keep it going for 3. Tiny pulses in 2 and 1. Halfway lift. Pulse, pulse, pulse for 3. Last 2 and 1. Elbows towards the side. Reach it out and in. Reach and lower. Lift. Pull back in, you got this. Keep breathing. Lift and out for 3. Last 2 and 1. Lift, squeeze, tiny pulses. Extend those arms a little bit more. You got this. Keep it out for 3. Last 2 and 1. Arms at 90 degrees. We're coming for the shoulders and out. Pull in and out. Nice job. Feel those biceps this time. Really working. You got this. Squeeze it in and out. In and out. We're coming back for those pulses. Ready and go. Pulse, pulse. Tiny little movements for 3. Last 2 and 1. Awesome. Let's go ahead. We're going to come into a bent over row position. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. Bend those knees here. We're going to start with our palms facing forward and pull the elbows close to the side. So we're going to lower down and squeeze the elbows towards the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Think about trying to squeeze maybe your sports bra in between your shoulder blades. Imagine if someone put their finger right in the center of your back, that you're squeezing it nice and gently. Pull everything in. You got this. For 3. Last 2. And tiny pulses. Lift up and squeeze. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pull that belly up and in. You got this. For 3. Last 2 and 1. Hands are going to come down. Palms are going to face the floor. We're still staying hinged over. I'm not rounding through my spine. My back is nice and straight. We're going to pull those elbows out towards the side. Lift up and down. Still squeezing those shoulder blades together. Lift together. Nice job. Find those breaths. Keep pulling those shoulder blades together. Squeeze at the top. For 3. Last 2. Palms together and out to the side. Together and out. These are called flies. Extend. Feel those back muscles really starting to engage. Lift and lower. Reach up and out. You got this. For 3. Coming for those pulses in 2 and 1. Hold it out and pulse. Tiny little movements. Pull those shoulder blades together. For 3. Last 2 and 1. Hands come down, palms face down towards the ground. We're going to stay in that slight forward fold. Reach one arm up at a time. Lift and lower. Nice job. Think about kind of creating like a half of a Y with your body. You're lifting that arm up and out. Keeping that hinge in that hips just slightly. Keep that back nice and straight. This is going to help ignite those back muscles. If you got it, one more each side, and then we're doing both arms down and up, down and lift. You got it. Keep going, keep moving here. Lift it up and lower for 3. Last 2, and then we're gonna hold this Y, reach it up, W to Y. Think about pulling those shoulder blades together and then lifting up, in and out. Stay slightly hinged forward. That's gonna work a little bit more of that back for 3. Last 2, and 1. Let's come all the way up to standing. And for this one, we're gonna move into our triceps. So we're gonna go ahead, start by standing, hinge forward from the hips. We're gonna shoot it back for a tricep extension. Come forward, reach up, bend the elbows, lift, down, back, extension. Come forward, up, tricep dip. Nice job. Working through this, lift it up, find that breath. Slow and steady movements here. Make sure that you're moving nice and gently for those joints. Kick it back. Nice job. It's just a couple more like this. You got it. Lift it back. Reach it forward. Nice job. One more time. Come for those tricep extensions, and this time we're just going to stay here. Bend the elbows and then kick it back. Forward and back. Squeeze those triceps as you kick it behind you. Squeeze and lower for 3. Last 2. And 1. Hold it out. Tiny pulses. Kick it back. Lift it up. Lift up through those pinkies. You got this. Keep breathing. Nice job. We're almost there for 3. Last 2. And 1. Nice job. Let's shake those arms out. Come back to center, and this time we're gonna come for a front raise to a lateral raise. So hands are gonna come facing the hips, palms facing the hips. We're gonna lift forward, come down and out. Lift up, come down, palms face each other, and then we're gonna turn it out. Nice job. Lift together and out. Work on those shoulders, getting that full range here as we lift up and down and out. You got it. Keep it moving. Keep breathing. Gentle bend in the knees. Lift it up and out. Last 2. Reach it forward. Reach it out. This time we're going to hold that lateral raise. Lift it up and hold. Tiny pulses and lift, lift, lift. You got this for 3. Last 2. And 1. We're going to come for shoulder presses. Lift those arms up nice and high. 90-degree angle. We're going to lift and lower. Pull that belly in nice and tight. Squeeze and down. Make sure that those elbows stay in line with those shoulders. We're not dropping those elbows a little lower than 90 degrees. This is all we have to do right here is lift and lower. You got it. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. This time we're going to hold here, pinkies together and apart. Round and back. You got this. Together and apart. Bring the pinkies towards each other and out. Squeeze. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Tiny squeezes. Lower those elbows down towards the side. We're going to pull it in and out. Lift and back to center. Pull the weights in towards the chest and away. You got this. Lift and in for 3. Last 2. And 1. We're going to hold. Just lift. Lift those weights up towards the sky for 3. Last 2. And 1. Awesome. Let's go ahead and drop our weights down towards the ground. We won't need them for the rest of class. We're going to go ahead and lay down on our belly. So let's go ahead and find that space here. Hands are going to be underneath the shoulders. We're going to keep the tops of the feet planted down into the floor. We're going to lift up the chest and shoulders, lift the hand off of the mat, and lower down. Lift and lower. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift up and down. Squeeze and lower. This time we're gonna lift up and hold here. We're gonna reach the hands forward and squeeze the elbows towards the side. Lift and squeeze. Reach out and in. Think about that Y to W like we did earlier. And this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our legs off the mat. Squeeze the ankles and the inner thighs together as you lift and pull, working that entire back chain here. Squeeze those elbows close to the sides. Keep breathing and lift. Squeeze and lengthen for 3. Last 2 and 1. Lower everything down, lift back up. Lower and lift. You got this. Squeeze and down. Try to keep those ankles close together. We're lifting up and in. One more time, lift up and hold. Tiny little pulses. Lift up and down. For 3, last 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead. Find a nice child's pose. Sit the hips back. Reach those arms forward. You guys did great. A nice short class where we burned out those arms. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time.